Welcome to AI in 10. I'm Chuck Goetschel, and every day my AI clone breaks down the biggest AI story in 10 minutes or less. What it is, why it matters, and how you can actually use it. Yesterday, a little-known AI chip company called Cerebras went public and absolutely exploded on the stock market. We're talking about a 100% jump on day one, which in stock market terms is like watching someone double their money before lunch. The company raised $5.5 billion in what's being called the hottest AI IPO of the year. Now you might be thinking, Cerebras who? Fair question. While everyone's been talking about NVIDIA chips, Cerebras has been quietly building something completely different. Instead of making lots of small chips that work together, they essentially take an entire silicon wafer, that big round thing chips get cut from, and turn the whole thing into one massive chip. It's like the difference between a bunch of smartphones working together versus one supercomputer brain. Here's what happened yesterday on the NASDAQ. Cerebras priced their initial public offering to raise about $5.5 billion. That valued the company at roughly $48 billion before trading even started. But then investors went absolutely wild. The stock doubled during the first day of trading, pushing the company's market value close to $90 billion. To put that in perspective, this is a company most people had never heard of a week ago, and it's now worth more than Ford, FedEx, or Starbucks. The reason investors are so excited comes down to a problem you've probably never thought about, but that affects every AI tool you use. Running AI models, the actual process of getting ChatGPT to answer your question, or having an AI edit your photo takes enormous amounts of computing power. And right now that's expensive and slow. Cerebras is betting they can make it cheaper and faster with their giant wafer-scale chips. Think of it this way, if you wanted to move a lot of people across town, you could use a bunch of cars. Cerebras is building the bus for AI computing. Or you could use one big bus. Their chips are designed specifically for what's called inference, which is the technical term for actually using an AI model after it's been trained. Every time you ask an AI assistant a question, every time you use an AI writing tool, every time Netflix recommends a show that's inference happening in a data center somewhere, the market clearly believes we're going to need a lot more of this AI inference capacity. The fact that investors were willing to pay these prices suggests they think we're still in the early days of the AI boom. It is clear that we are still in the early days of the AI boom and not the late stages. But here's what this really means for your daily life. First, if you have a retirement account or investment portfolio, there's a good chance you now own a tiny piece of Cerebras without even knowing it. Most index funds and mutual funds will eventually include hot IPOs like this one, so its success or failure could subtly affect your long-term returns. More importantly, if Cerebras and companies like them succeed in making AI computing cheaper, that flows directly to you as a consumer. Your AI writing assistant could get faster responses. Your photo editing app could offer more features for free. Your language learning app could provide more practice conversations without hitting usage limits. It's basic economics. When the cost of producing something goes down, companies can either make more profit or pass some savings along to customers. In competitive markets like AI tools, they usually have to pass at least some savings along. This also creates interesting job implications. More AI chip companies means more data centers being built, which means more construction jobs, electrical work, and technical maintenance positions. But it also means more pressure on local power grids, which we'll talk about in a moment. There's another angle here that affects anyone planning their career over the next decade. The fact that investors are willing to pay these valuations for AI hardware companies tells you where the money is flowing. Skills related to AI infrastructure, things like understanding how AI systems actually work at a technical level, how data centers operate, how to optimize AI workloads, these are becoming extremely valuable. You don't need to become a chip engineer to benefit from this trend. But understanding how AI systems work behind the scenes can make you more valuable in almost any role. If you're in marketing, knowing how AI tools actually process data helps you use them more effectively. If you're in marketing, knowing how AI tools actually process data helps you use them more effectively. If you're in operations, understanding AI infrastructure helps you make better technology decisions for your company. Now let's be realistic about the risks here. A stock jumping 100% in one day isn't normal market behavior, it's speculation. Some of these AI companies will succeed brilliantly, and others will become cautionary tales about hype versus reality. The key question for Cerebras specifically is whether their technology actually delivers the cost and performance advantages they promise in real-world conditions. Building a massive chip is one thing, integrating it smoothly into existing AI software and workflows is another challenge entirely. If you're thinking about investing in any of these AI infrastructure companies, treat them like what they are: high-risk, high-reward bets on the future of technology. Read the actual financial filings before you put any money at risk. Understand that early trading can be extremely volatile, and what goes up 100% in one day can come down just as fast. But even if you never buy a single share of stock, you can still benefit from understanding these trends. The companies that win the AI infrastructure race will shape how AI gets built into everything from your car to your kitchen appliances over the next decade. Here's something practical you can do today. Start paying attention to which AI tools you use actually feel fast and responsive versus which ones feel sluggish. The fast ones are probably running on better infrastructure, and those infrastructure choices will influence which AI companies and products succeed long term. If you work at a company that uses AI tools, ask questions about performance and cost. Understanding these factors makes you more valuable in technology decisions and budget conversations. The Cerebras IPO is really a bet that we're still in the first inning of AI adoption, not the ninth inning. Yesterday's market reaction suggests investors believe AI is going to become far more embedded in daily life than it already is, and they're willing to pay premium prices for the companies building the infrastructure to make that happen. That's today's AI in 10. If you want to go deeper and learn AI with a community of people just like you, join us at aihammock.com. I'll see you tomorrow, my friends.